A woman watching TV discovers that her life has been adapted into a TV series streaming on a media platform called Joan is Awful, and her name is Joan. Not only that, but the lead actress even has the same hairstyle as her. Under her boyfriend's urging, Joan reluctantly hits play. At the same time, friends and co-workers who know Joan all receive a notification about this new show. The TV content overlaps eerily with Joan's day. The more she watches, the more creeped out she feels. After seeing even today's scene of firing a co-worker being acted out, Joan's breathing becomes rapid, her whole body visibly anxious. The plot matches what happened today almost perfectly, except the TV show even amplifies the character's worst traits. Even the cigarette butt Joan accidentally dropped in real life, the lead character in the show deliberately throws down. Her boyfriend Chris had been trying to comfort her, but the next second he sees a flirty text on screen from the female lead's ex. Joan watches the TV, alarm bells going off in her head, but Chris won't let go of the remote. Left with no choice, Joan decides to go to the TV station, while also telling Chris to see a therapist. The show even broadcasts her lingering feelings for her ex. Chris can't take it anymore. He changes clothes, wanting to go out and clear his head, but then as he passes by the TV, he sees the female lead kissing her ex. Joan sees all of this, and can't help but wonder if there are hidden cameras around her. Chris leaves home in disappointment. The show keeps playing. After the female lead returns home and watches this episode of Joan is Awful with her current boyfriend, it becomes a show within a show. Joan rushes out to explain. Chris, sitting in his car, asks to see her phone, because in the TV show, the female lead did indeed text her ex back. Joan completely freezes. Chris understands now, and immediately drives away from this heartbreaking place. Joan helplessly returns to her room, and discovers the show has even gotten to the part where the female lead chases after her current boyfriend to explain. It's all too bizarre. Joan can't help but cry, holding her knees. The episode ends, but the impact on Joan is massive. The next day as she's heading to work, a neighbor guy passes by, and sneers, "Shameless." Joan thinks it's just a minor incident, but she notices people at her company looking at her differently too. A close coworker tells Joan that the company is firing her today because the show exposed company secrets. This is so unfair. She can only resign herself to gathering her belongings and leaving, just as pathetic as Sandy, the coworker she fired yesterday. There are even coworkers on the second floor hallway gawking at the drama. Joan calmly returns home, watching the series that mirrors her own life, helplessly shedding tears. She's had enough of her private life being exposed. So the next day, Joan goes to a law firm, wanting to sue the streaming company that produced the show, but the lawyer tells her the company's actions are legal. Joan asks in shock, how can this company that stole her name, her life, and her career get away with it? Then the lawyer pulls out a contract, saying all of this was authorized by Joan herself.
I have never seen this before.
You have. You just haven't seen it printed out before. All of that would have popped up on your phone or whatever when you first signed up to Streamberry, and you clicked accept.
Turns out when she signed up for the streaming service, she clicked agree on her phone to authorize it. Joan then tries to sue the lead actress, but the lawyer explains that because the show needed to launch quickly, the actress only authorized her digital likeness, and all the scenes are computer generated. Joan still can't understand why all her words and actions were monitored. The lawyer tells her the truth. It's all because of phone monitoring. Joan wants to sue the company for defamation, but the lawyer says it's all for entertainment purposes and doesn't constitute a crime. Clearly, the streaming company has Joan cornered. She explodes in rage. This scene is immediately synced and updated into the show. Mark is watching on screen when suddenly there's a knock on his door. A devastated Joan walks in and breaks down crying to Mark. The two quickly rekindle their romance, but Mark suddenly realizes that even their most intimate moments will be made public. He still hesitates. Joan angrily wraps herself in a bedsheet and turns on the TV, wanting to see just how low the streaming company will go. After calming down, she suddenly thinks of a plan. The next day, she gorges on Burger King, eating until she's about to throw up before stopping. Soon after, she starts chugging powerful laxatives. Then Joan, dressed outrageously, bursts into a church and even defecates in public. After being taken to the police station, Joan laughs carelessly. Sure enough, someone bails her out shortly after. The show is indeed syncing this in real time. The lead actress herself can't take it anymore. She can't accept the streaming company using her face to do such image-destroying things. But the lawyer informs the actress that the streaming company found a loophole in the contract she signed, and she has no chance of winning a lawsuit. The furious actress has no choice but to find Joan. After venting about Joan's self-destructive behavior, she realizes Joan has it even worse. Not only was her private life exposed, but she didn't receive a penny in compensation. The two women surprisingly develop a sense of shared suffering, so they hit it off and decide to work together. What comes next is their moment of revenge.